Hey all, and want to just say thanks for tuning into this video because I've been going through some very deeply personal spiritual shifts, and I'm hoping you all are going through the same. And so there's this part of us that I want to talk to you about, and I'm talking about it in another video, but I want to really get real honest with you about this. There is a, and like I said, if you've watched my videos, you'll know I've already talked about this a little bit, but there is a part of you that most of us are not even, well, a good majority of us are not tapping into. And it's because we've been shown and told things that are just not true. And there is a, whatever you want to call it, there is a spirit within us, a divinity within us. There's a part of us that is just waiting for us to have a relationship with it. And in the video I just did recently, I talked about this experience where, because for a few years now, I've been going inside and really just sitting there with myself. And that means when you're sitting with yourself, you're sitting with all aspects of who you are. And it's hard to explain this to people because through this explanation, I have to start talking about my own pain and being vulnerable. And what ends up happening when you talk about your own pain or being vulnerable is people want to give you their advice, or they want to they think you're in a bad place. And if we want to get real honest with ourselves, none of us are in a really good place. And if you really want to get honest with who you are, none of us feel fully fulfilled. I've known a lot of people. I mean, through the podcast and the work that I've done, and as a content creator, I've met people from celebrities to the convenience store worker. And I remember years ago, I'm running a mortgage company, and the CEO of the mortgage company wasn't happy. Not really. All the money he had in the bank still wasn't happy. And this isn't about just the material world. This is about what's going on inside of us. There is a spirit within us that when you have that relationship, you can't possibly feel alone. You can't possibly feel hurt or broken. And if you do, you start letting go of the things that create that fear or drama or hurt or feelings of lack. Because when you get to that level, like in my video I did recently where I started talking about, there was an energy that literally sat me up in bed, lifted my arms up, and then it said within me, it said, think bigger. And that wasn't my internal voice or the voice of anything else. This was an amazing, loving presence. And then when I was done, it laid me back down in my bed. So what you would take from that and the experiences, this just happened literally last Friday. And the experiences I've had since then have been absolutely incredible, including to watch somebody I care about very much unravel right in front of me. And the most beautiful thing I've seen in a long time, to see them really get into the heart and ask the real important questions. We're all looking for something. We're all looking for people to see us, to value us, to appreciate us, and to love us. And we're looking for that. And we talk about these things with words, but what we're really looking for is that love and that relationship inside. And it's interesting because people ask for the techniques. Well, what's the techniques to do these supposed things that you claim that you can do? And you already know that person is out. They're not in the space that you're in. And so then you start there is not a technique other than just being honest with yourself. And that's where we're all struggling. I mean, we're all struggling because you can't logic your way into this. You can't intellect your way into this blissful, amazing feeling. The only thing you can do is shut up and start having that inner dialogue with yourself. And here it starts with listening to all of its fears, all of its pains, all of it, everything it's scared about, everything it's trying to control, because whatever you're trying to control in your life and prevent yourself from losing or prevent yourself from being hurt is a fear. Because if you knew that there was this presence within all of us that doesn't want to hurt us, it is us and it wants to love us. See, we've been lied to, and maybe not consciously lied to, because the people that told us this might have been very well-intentioned people. And with that being said, they were unaware themselves. So the unaware, because people are always throwing out that I want people to wake up. Well, the reality is, what are they trying to wake up to? They want to wake up to this presence that's within them. Because that presence that's within you, it will guide you in the right direction. So, I mean, through my travels, people would say, oh, don't go there because I'm afraid for you. And I'm like, shut up. Because if we were listening to that presence, that loving presence, it would never let us go into a place that wasn't of our highest and best good. And then people will say things like, well, that's all well and good, Jer, but let's step into reality. This is the reality. This is the reality. This is the reality that there is a presence within us that provides us with all the nourishment that we need, all the happiness that we need. And then they'll say, well, I don't want to be alone, because they think that having this inner relationship means that you're going to lose something. The ego is terrified of losing this amazing presence that's within each of us. Nobody's greater or less than, nobody's higher or lower. We're all just in this state of awakening to who we truly are. There is no overlord over us that's casting judgment down on us. That's a lie. There is a spirit within, and you can call that the God within, you can call it the divinity within, you can call it whatever. All you have to do is have a relationship with it. That's all it wants, is a relationship with you. And it's not even an it's you. It's all of us. It's all that is. And so that's beautiful. And in watching this friend unravel and see that in themselves was absolutely incredible, because then we have all these ideas of, the things, the outside stimulus that we're still attached to, that pulls us out of this state of being in the now of the moment, or being in this presence, so to speak. And that's why we keep on going in and out of the now of the moment, in this experiencing this bliss or this happiness. And so when we really get into ourselves and start saying, when we say I serve this, we're not saying we're serving or subservient to something that's not us. We're saying we're serving and being in this moment with the highest aspect of who we are. And I don't know why you'd want to do anything else. There is no other presence. And then the outside people that come with you, because you have this relationship with you, are going to start creating and manifesting based on how you feel about yourself. And these are things that we want to start doing. Because what we're looking at, this outside world that's chaotic, or that people have rejected us. But the truth is that each time somebody rejected us, or each time something didn't go wrong, we started feeding this idea of, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm a loser, or this, whatever it is that your story was, you're feeding that. Instead of saying, well, that wasn't the avenue I should have gone or I needed to go. The energy is pushing me in another direction. And, well, that's not where I needed to be. I'm supposed to go in this way. And you take it one day at a time. And then things that are beyond our control, like wars and stuff like that, or poverty and things that really get you angry, that's the time to start saying, I'd like to see peace in the world. And I ask for peace in the world, in the highest and best good, divine timing, divine order, divine plan, and make it easy for all. Because it's proven that if we meditate and start getting within ourselves, it's proven with the Maharaja effect that as we meditated on peace, that we can make significant change. Well, what happens is we get all worked up inside, and there's nothing we can do about it. So we feed this energy of disempowerment. We feed this energy of not having enough. We feed this energy of fear, of loss, or whatever we're attached to, instead of saying everything is in the highest and best good. And that's when that think bigger made me really start to think and realize and really get into myself and say, no, we are so much more than what we think. And so somebody, it's been funny because there was a comment on one of my videos with a friend of mine that she was presenting, and they said, all she's doing is talking a bunch of words. She's not giving any techniques. And I'm like, you missed it. You missed the opportunity. And what we're saying is that you're more than what you think you are, but you're so far in your head and not in here. And what does it matter what another person did? What does it matter? What matters is what's going on within you. And I'll leave you with that. And really love yourself and think bigger. Feel bigger. Be bigger. And I'll leave you with that. Peace.